In the words of a great American talk show host, if you miss a day, you miss a lot. Well, as we were sleeping, way more has taken place in the drama between Eteri Tutberidze, Evgeny Plushenko, and Tatiana Tarasova. And here we've got all the receipts for you, all of the important translations. Also, we have some new characters to add to the mix because Alexei Yagudin has also butted in. So let's start with the order of events. First, we have a clapback that we knew was coming from Evgeny Plushenko, but really this is most likely authored by the brains behind Plushenko, his wife Yana. Remember, Yana is the master agent, and she is the one who is Plushenko's second wife, who always is showing the mini Plushenko in all of his old programs and costumes, not narcissistic at all, and she is showing this on social media. They currently have a reality show together, so this will certainly probably be material on their reality series, and why not? It's what we all want to see. And she knows how to make them into the Russian Kardashians, which is what I think we all want at the end of the day. So on Plushenko's Instagram account, she wrote quite the post. I mean, it took several screens, and we have a translation that came from Twitter. I don't know exactly who did God's work here, but I woke up to it, and I would just like to say spasiba. Here is how it goes. So, dear Eteri, don't wake the evil while it is quiet. Your student, a wonderful figure skater and athlete, Alina Zagitova, decided to stop competing. Temporary or forever, we do not know yet. An adult, self-sufficient person took a well-thought decision. For you, as you wrote, for your coaching team, this is of course a loss. I suppose, and this is also understandable from both a personal and professional standpoint, or if you wish, business point of view. Shade about that 40%. I understand that, Alina, for you as a sports manager, you don't insist that all professionals called you a coach because all jumping elements are worked on by Sergei Dudikov, do you? Brought a significant income. Now that's true. Eteri Tutberidze is an ice dancer. She is certainly not treating them how to jump like that. Now calling her a manager is also a big slight because remember, she said that Plushenko wasn't a real coach. So, all right, here it continues. I, as a person, not a stranger to the sport, and especially figure skating, I hope you wouldn't question this evident circumstance, was asked by journalists to comment on this, without a doubt sensational news in the world of sports. I, of course, gave my commentary. Knowing Alina for a while and watching her, I gave some assumptions based on professional criteria. As a person not prone to insulting or malicious sarcasm, I, as I thought, was nothing but polite in all my estimations, assumptions, and words. Especially that I don't have a habit to be rude to women. Pause. There are a lot of people on his tour who would speak otherwise. But I was infinitely surprised by your response to my words, because I see it as quite insulting. And this can't be excused, even understanding all depths of sorrow from your team's loss of not just a talented, but a profitable project. But if you started this, let's go. I never tried to lure her, as you wrote. I never tried to lure Alina to me, as anyone else, let alone by humiliating you in her eyes. I understand that it is easy to reconstruct others' thoughts or behaviors based on a known formula, judging based on yourself. But my God, Eteri, if I wanted to snatch someone, believe me, my authority and resources would be enough for a significant list, for a whole Plushenko team, with a good salary and big sponsor contracts. But so far there is only Team Tutberidze. Haven't you mixed up something? I don't know what reasons. Probably not enough attention, compassion. I mean, athletes are people too, and they sometimes need a kind of humane treatment, exactly as do people, and not like machines for making results. But Alina herself asked me at the show in Japan for advice. Being respectful to others' contracts and deals, I of course wasn't going to get involved in something outside of my competence. I gave her a purely professional advice when she thought she was in a certain dead end, including if she needed to learn quads. It is strange that the whole team did not take the modern sports trend into account. This was pretty much all of my mythical snatching. Regarding snatching, many children from your school transfer to me, again completely voluntary. Member Tarakanova. Why? Don't you know? Maybe because I did not brought up any athlete of my own, as you grandly describe in your response to Chamberlain. Thank you, of course, for your advice to attend the training process. For you as a manager, living off athletes, this is apparently a real important topic. But I hurry to report, I coach almost every day, and if you want to watch, then welcome. I can spare sharing my experience. And of course, dear Eteri, not even the most piercing level of your frustration and displeasure can excuse your shameless insults to Tatiana Anatolievna Tarasova, a genius and a great coach. To all of her decisions, opinions, or even great critique, you should have not just listened, but also been thankful for the critique, because the critique from the smartest and wisest professional can only be for the good. Of course, if you listen to it, and not just to be offended. And of course, I wish good and health too. Sincerely, not pushing this through my lip. P.S. Remind me, please, who have you brought up from ground zero? Maybe Sasha Trusova, or Kamila Valieva, Elena Kosternaya, or Anna Sherbakova. Olympic champions Yulia Lipnitskaya or Alina Zagitova? Everyone knows that Tutberidze team takes in only prepared kids with triple jumps to not be bothered too much. You have no equals in snatching. This is such an open secret. Everyone knows, discusses, condemns, but is afraid to talk about it. I wanted to whisper this on your ear, but then you went to the public yourself. Sincerely yours, Evgeny Plushenko. There are really no words there. I mean, we know that Eteri does steal students, but she also does have coaches that are preparing athletes, although we don't know. Are her athletes on Russian Ice Kids? Did they come from someone else who taught them triples at such a young age? Now, Plushenko is a lot, but I think we did enjoy this post. I think we have to give him a point here. This was some good Russian poetry. Obviously, he made a good decision in marrying Yana, and I think we all thank them for it. This was a barn burner, as they say. This was quite the self-righteous post. I do believe that Alina did talk to him, and he probably was very interested. Maybe she did come to him, but it seems that he accused her of not taking modern sports approach into consideration. Well, I don't quite believe that, but let's continue, because after that post happened, Alexei Yagudin liked the Team Tutberidze post where she called out Tarasova and Plushenko. Very curious, because Tarasova recently defended Alexei Yagudin when he called Jason Brown a faggot, both on Instagram, and implored that he wasn't a man on Russian television, and Tarasova really stuck up for him. And a commenter asked, why did you like that Tatiana Tarasova treated you like a child yourself? And he said that you can have space for revelations later on. Now, at this point, he liked the post. Then, Tatiana Anatolievna Tarasova was called for comment by sports.ru, and Tarasova said that they can all go to hell. So she is seeming above the fray, not liking any of this, is what she claims as she is decorating her Christmas tree. Now, when this transpired, Alexei Yagudin then unliked the comment, because you remember he is not going to upset Mama Tarasova. Then, after all of this happens, we have Eteri Tutberidze's response, because as of now, Eteri has only been writing posts on the Team Tutberidze account and not her official Instagram account. Now, her official Instagram account takes the drama up to the next level. You see, she then posts a poem by Marina Sayetsova. Now, I may have busted that translation. We in English-speaking countries cannot keep up with the dramatic Russian poets, but we know that when you reach the levels of Russian poetry, you are at peak Russian drama, okay? Now, a backstory about this poet. Marina Sayetsova was a Russian poetess, very talented. She's the legend. But in life, she was very unstable. She ended life with suicide, and some sources are saying that she starved her child to death. Now, we can only thank our Russian viewers for giving us this backstory and all of the receipts, because we really appreciate it. Now, I have a translation of this poem, and the poem reads, "My attitude and posture are straight possession scant. I'm native to the coast of the seldom-traveled land. No guess, no time to suffer. He's in, I toss and turn. To serve a stranger supper, I'd have a dwelling burn. Eyes met, we are acquainted. Hands met, feel free to dwell. These rules were plainly stated in my ancestors' cells. At will, we'll lure from heaven the moon into our paws. When gone, like never happened, and I like never was. And wonder, licking, what if the wounds don't heal before the first to whisper, water, knocks on my open door. Now, water is actually supposed to mean alcohol, by the way. This was told to me by one of the Russians. And I have taken both AP English language and literature in my day, but we also got some help from Russians. And one of them said, basically, it means that the protagonist started with nothing. Obviously, Eteri is comparing herself to the protagonist, and that she moved up because they worked day and night. They will sacrifice themselves for another person. If they look in a certain direction or a person, they know it. And if they reached a higher level, they should own up to it. The rules are simple and very lifelike. And it's very tempting to be in this position, but it comes with a lot of pain, backstabbing, and trust issues. And if there is anyone experiencing a lot of pain, backstabbing, and trust issues, it is Eteri Tutberidze. And for that, my dear viewers, I give you the latest in the round of this Russian drama that is really a gift to all of us this holiday season. So whose side are you on? Are you on Plushenko's side? He has a lot of experience that he could offer that manager, Eteri, and her real coach, Sergei Dudikov? Or is it Eteri who is having those full of pain, a lot of backstabbing, and trust issues at the moment? Or are you on team Tatiana and Tarasova, who thinks they should all go to hell? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, be sure to subscribe and smash that like button. I'll be following all of this in the coming days. Thanks so much. Bye now.